let me say that as an indigene of the oil producing region, I have lost faith in what
Personally.
Nigeria is. I have lost faith in what Nigeria as a government is claiming to be doing for the Niger Delta people. It offends me as a person and as an activist, seeing my people, the suffering that we suffer. I come from the creeks. There are people who come from township. There are people who come from bigger towns. I come from the creeks of the Niger Delta, and I grew up in the creeks of the Niger Delta, Abonima. Now, there is nothing anybody will present to me that will take away the truth that I know. You can see the reaction of the people on the streets. Their reaction is based on lies that we all have been fed by the federal government. Any agency that has been set up to answer to the agitation of the Niger Delta people, from UMPADEC all the way down to Amnesty, have always been set up to deceive the people of the Niger Delta. And unless the people of the Niger Delta, who are the victims, who are not doing, only a few of our people have joined the oppressors and the liars to continue to tell us lies. The people that are being probed today are Niger Delta people. They are strangers, but the manipulators, by appointment, the people that do the appointment, the people that they are doing godfather and godmother and all of this type of thing, which is offensive to me as a Christian, is outside. And until we realize that our problem is two-pronged, our problem is both a few of us have sold themselves to the manipulators.
Okay, a very quick one, please. Thank you. Okay. The issue of mismanagement of funds, or maybe insincerity in spending money in the NDDC. Yes, people, facing this probe now are Niger Deltans. The monies being spent was spent by Niger Deltans, not the federal government. So, is it a matter of just the federal government or a matter of both the leaders in the region failing to carry out their responsibility?
See, that's why I say lies, because you see, what Akpabio said, that the people that get the contracts are them. He was one of them. If he says that's not what he said, he must have a reason. He also had a reason from moving from PDP, where he was a strong stalwart, to APC. And that is the system government. And it is run from the federal government. The federal government, the system of governance in Nigeria. It doesn't matter who you are. If you go in there, you will face these problems. And it is when you say that you become an enemy, as a higher king would say. No, but they are not enemies. They are protecting themselves, and the people who are suffering are Niger Delta people. The clarity the clarity of our people, we must continue to invest knowledge and information, truth, into Niger people. When a Niger Delta person wakes up to the realization that, look, my brothers, let me just round up like this. We have heard many other corruption issues apart from the NDDC today. We have heard about one human being buying 9 mobile, buying a bank, and all sorts of things. And we have seen the evidence. If it is not true, let the people go to court. We have heard about oil being sold by seas. The oil the oil belongs to us. The oil that was sold, that was hidden in China, that got missing between hands of Jonathan to Buhari. They stole that oil, they kept it, they sold it, and we're becoming aware of it 5 years late. Nobody is probing that. They focus on one issue and detract us. We must go.
Okay, aren't you at this point? I need to come in. I need to come in.
Right now, we are hearing that the president have approved people in the north to mine their gold and sell it as their own property.
Okay.
And yet, if I do it here, I am a criminal type of country. Is that?
Okay, quickly, and you're making bold statements, all right? But one can help but ask questions. Are you saying the ongoing probe is a distraction?
The ongoing probe must go on. I'm saying that we should not be distracted because there are other issues of corruption. We can handle them all at this time. Let them probe the issue of Nine Mobile. Let them probe the issue of buying over the Sky Bank or whatever they call it. Just probe the issue of the oil that was sold. And where are the Chinese people that came? Why did they come? There is so much nonsense going on in the, and then they bring Niger Delta, put it on the table, and start abusing Niger Delta people. I am not amongst the people that have stolen in Niger Delta, and my voice is strong. I will continue to speak the truth to our people until they understand it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
A crime, same answer for that crime.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a bit. The guys in the studios, they're boiling up and they want to talk. Barrister Hayakin, go ahead.
There is an area I am completely with and Q Briggs that the probe should go on, and that other area. Let me also add an area. Adopting all she said, I want to add that they should also probe this money that is being spent for COVID-19. A lot of people will go to jail because the money, if their own may even be worse than NDDC. The money they are spending now, in quote, fighting COVID-19, they should also probe that one, because I know both at the state level and the federal level. Let them tell us how much they have spent. It will be mind-boggling. The other issue is this control issue that Ankyo talked. I agree with him. I agree with her. It is not. You can't get to NDDC if you are not. I call it anointing. You must be anointed.
What kind of anointing, please?
Oh, the power, the controllers will anoint you to be there. And they are not in this region. They are upstairs. That is the truth about it. Right from 2000, they are up. They are not here. It's not you. You can't get to that place. People like me can't get there. And Kyobri can't get there. But if you are anointed from up, you go, you become the MD, you become the member of the board, and all that is how they are anointed. Just like the British anoint our president. The British and America, are you not aware?
That's a strong statement.
Of course.
Barrister, at this point, let me
land. Even in America, America was accusing China of anointing their president, accusing the other country, accusing Russia. But Russia had a hand in this man's election, manipulated it. So why can't they manipulate Nigeria? People anoint presidents in Nigeria. If you're not anointed from there, you can't be Nigeria president.
Well said. Thank you. From your perspective, Dr. Mike Chukwuma, there are lots of discussions ongoing right now in the studio. What do you make out of it, please? Because Ankyo made a very strong statement that this ongoing probe on the NDDC is possibly a distraction from other issues, and that's a very strong talking point.
Well, Antio Briggs is in order. The NDDC probe may be a distraction, but I want to disagree that it's not a total distraction.
Why would you say that?
It should be going on, but let us also look at things happening in other areas. We heard of the EFCC issue. Why has it died down? Is it because it doesn't concern the Niger Deltans? You see, the problem I have in this country is that we have the appointers and the appointees.
Who are the appointers and who are the appointees?
Good. The NDDC issue, I made a statement earlier. How do people get into a NDDC management board? What instructions are they given before they go into? What are they supposed to do when they are there? When you know these three intrigues, you'll understand what we are saying. You see, the NDDC is here, is for Niger Deltans. But for you to be appointed, you must be blessed outside the Niger Delta. That's why I say the appointers are not from here. The appointees are from here. But they are only stooges who must dance to the tune of the appointers who are not from here. So when you get in there, you become a confused man, a dual interest. You must serve your region, but you must serve the interest of your appointers, your masters, of which if you don't do that, you'll be shoved aside. It becomes a dual interest.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a bit. Now, talking about the particular issue, not just Pondi that was grilled, also the Minister for Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, was also grilled as well. He made very bold statements, and though, according to reports, there were retractions, but you have to take a listen to this particular one before we dive really into the conversation. Take a listen, please.
Honorable colleagues, for the guidance. The Permanent Secretary, please avail the chairman of my own document. If you have not done so, we have sent it to the Secretariat. So I will just attempt to go through my document. First, let me thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. And the unfortunate incident notwithstanding, I thank one of your members. I don't know the name because since we are all wearing masks to resign, it's very difficult to know who is who. I thank one of your members who cited the fact that the acting MD was almost gone. And I pray that he recovers soon. I also thank His Excellency, the Speaker, my brother Femi Gbajamila, for coming here to console with the committee over the unfortunate incident. And I pray that all of us here will not have COVID as a result of the crowded space and the lack of ventilation and the failure of the air conditioning. I was appointed Minister of the
Honorable Minister,
on the 21st of August to oversee.
Honorable Minister, this document before us is your document, and you rely on this document to speak on this document. Thank you. You can go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, may I know how many minutes I have so that I don't waste your time?
We will give you between 20 and 30 minutes.
Oh, as the chairman pleases. Thank you.
To speak to the document.
Thank you so much for the privilege. Let me start because the entire world is listening to us. As we conduct these proceedings today, some students of Niger Delta are in London protesting right now against the unpaid scholarships. So I will just quickly use 5 minutes out of my 30 minutes to mention a few things that are important to Nigerians. Number one, there is an ongoing forensic audit. Number two, the minister did not hijack the forensic audit. It is ongoing and it is going in line with due process. Number three, the process of making money in NDDC comes from two sources. One from the federal government of Nigeria through statutory allocations, and the other one from internally generated revenue that comes from the oil companies through the 3% that is allowed in the law. Number four, no staff of NDDC, to my knowledge, was sacked, because part of what you are to unravel is you said on other issues. So no staff of NDDC was sacked, to my knowledge. And even the COVID allowance that was mentioned here, so the staff that are on leave also receive the COVID allowances, and they are getting their monthly salaries. Number 5, files from NDDC are not missing. They have been handed over to the forensic auditors. In fact, the first set of files to be handed over were about 8,000 files in number. Number 6, the Honourable Minister, outside the oath of allegiance to the Federal Republic, has never asked anybody to swear to an oath. Number 7, the last IMC management of the Commission did not spend 8 billion. The total expenditure before the Ponde Committee that they spent was about 23 billion, which is before you, because I'm sure you have the figures from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Number 7, the question of official car for any management of the NDDC does not arise because they were renting vehicles at the rate of 200,000 a day, and that is part of what we want to change. And recently, Mr. President, in Council, approved that about 90 vehicles should be purchased. And for the first time in 19 years, NDDC is now going to have its own vehicles as part of the changes. The Federal Executive Council approved it recently. Number 7, Mr. Chairman, just not to waste time, I'd like to just pass a document to you. This, please, who is in charge? Mr. Chairman, I'm copy free. I have my test results. So this is a document I would like the chairman to look at. Oh, including this. Including this. Mr. Chairman, some of the allegations here is that because we watch it on television, whether from Skype or any other place, was that a former acting MD was told to take oath. I want to assure you that the document you have there was what led to the meeting in the villa, in the house of one of the presidential aides, Sariki Aba. Suddenly, a report came out on the social media that assassins were after the former managing director, and that the assassins were being sent by Dr. Cairo Akpabio and one Emmanuel Oduaga, not the former governor. You can see it there. Secondly, the allegation of Dr. Cairo being a murderer and all sorts of things came out, and they came out from the former MD. So there was need for us to have a meeting to find out from her whether there was a problem or not. And in that meeting, 2 presidential aides were in attendance in the villa, and there was never any issue of oath. There was never any issue of oath taking to be loyal to the minister or for allegiance or to sponsor presidential ambition or other. And Mr. Chairman, just for the notice of the committee, I have no presidential ambition. Then, as part of my 5 minutes, before I go into my real presentation, there was no time at all, Mr. Chairman, that we had a budget when I came in. There was no budget. And as a senator of the Federal Republic and a former minority leader, I know what that means. That means that we cannot spend money unless there is a budget. So the 2019 budget of the NDDC was not available. And we were late because the law, the NDDC Act, enjoins us to submit the next year's budget every 30th of September, at least before the 30th of September. And in the past, those things were not done. So there was no way the minister could have asked any MD or any staff to go and bring 10 billion naira to share in December.
Okay, that was the side of the story of Senator Godswill Akpabio. Though because of time, we can't really take the full clip. But I'll point out some few statements that was made in that interview, in that public hearing. And one can't help but talk about this. During the hearing, Akpabio said, and I quote, "NDDC plays a vital role in ensuring the peace and security of the region. and 90% or more of the resources come from here. Insisting if you close it down in totality, all you will have is chaos. And I would like to talk to Ankyo Break on this particular matter. Hello, Ankyo.
Yeah, well, I mean, I must say to you that I don't hear part of the things. I don't know why I am muted and then I'm not brought in. I didn't hear what you said, but I could read.
Go ahead.
Can you repeat the questions? Because I couldn't hear your question. I was blocked.
Okay, let me quickly read out again. During the hearing, Akpabio said, and I quote, NDDC plays a vital role in ensuring the peace and security of the region, and 90% or more of the resources come from here, insisting that if you close it down in totality, all you will have is chaos. Do you agree with Akpabio's claims?
Definitely, the NDDC was set up to answer to the agitation that went on before it was set up. And definitely, a few of Niger Delta people are calmed because of the NDDC, but it has failed to address the issues for which it was set up. So shutting down the NDDC or any of the agencies, which I have said all along that is the aim of what is going on, will not go down well. Definitely, anybody who the Niger Delta, particularly if you have been part of the struggle that have brought about all these agencies, you will know that if you shut it down, there will be agitation. I will also agitate. Now, that is not to say that because it has served its purpose, but to say that you can't mismanage something along with the people of a few people of the Niger Delta and then shut the NDDC down because of that. Then you must shut down every other agency. There is also the issue of the 100 billion naira mismanagement of the Northeast development in an area where up till tomorrow they are still killing people like Nama. And then I don't know what they are doing with the agency, not with the money that has been associated. Now, if very quickly the audit, I hear that the minister saying that audit is going on. I want to say that if there is audit going on, then both the IMC and the Ministry of Niger Delta overstepped itself because they were not set up to conduct the audit. They cannot audit themselves. They were set up to oversee the audit. That any reasonable person will expect that. So if the audit is going on, who are the people? Because we are saying that the auditors should come from reputable auditing firms, both in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria, for us to have confidence in the audit. Now, the probe that is going on, again, that probe is confusing. Both the National Assembly, the senators have had their go. The lower chamber is having its go, and a day's hearing and all that information is over, and they will come back, like Higher King said, with all kinds of papers and come and present one unacceptable decision to the Niger Delta. I am not satisfied. The people of the Niger Delta should not be satisfied with what has happened so far in the name of forensic. There is no forensic audit going on, and if it is going on, we do not accept it, and we should not accept it.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll come back to you in a bit. Let's talk to the man in the studio. Akpabo there talking tough if you like, if you ask. Now he was really confident, unlike the acting MD. He said that with a bit of a salutation. He took his time. You know, maybe he had information. What do you think, Barrister?
Fabio is a seasoned politician, he's a seasoned public office holder. Don't forget he was a governor for 8 years, so he has the aura, he has the courage, he's confident. Fabio has faced crowd before, he has faced things, so Fabio has more relaxation, and he's smarter than all of them.
Okay,
He's very
okay.
smarter than all of. So he has to take his time, and he was a former senator, so he knows how these games are played. Now the other area, I don't know whether you're coming to that.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
That he didn't say that. I saw that on the clip that he didn't say that. It was obvious. He said that you people have benefited, and that is the truth. You people have benefited when they say bring paper. I don't know whether is he intimidation. Are they intimidating Femi now? Intimidating him? He's more experienced than Femi now. Femi is Bajabi Amela. But people from Bajabi Amela cannot be measured with Akpabio in terms of experience in politics. Akpabio is far ahead than Femi. So Femi cannot intimidate him, because I saw Femi the other day. Femi saying, hey, arrest him, issue him this, serve him papers, get our lawyers. The next thing I saw Akpabio is saying, although I have not this one I saw, and I have not seen it voice, I have not seen the video of it, it's just the write-up. I'm not seeing Akpabio saying that I did not say that the Ninth Assembly benefited from beneficiaries of the contract. I have not seen the visual or the audio. I only saw the write-up. I didn't see. So somehow I will not take it very serious.
I'll come back to you in a bit. I'll come back to you in a bit.
The one he said that they are beneficiaries.
Quickly to Dr. Mike. Bible did say that most of the contract, he said initially that 60% of the contract, go to National Assembly, and that raised eyebrows. Even in that session, they were, counter, words to Akpabio. What do you make out of that particular statement that contracts go to the National Assembly?
Akpabio is an insider. He's a seasoned politician. 8 years governor, minority senate leader, a minister. He has seen it all. What he said, I believed him. Any other thing is just by the way. There is no point. Let me tell you, the immediate reaction on that committee said it all. Off your mic, off your mic, off your mic, off your mic. That means that he has hit the nail on his head.
Okay, but if you say he has hit the nail, at the head, they issued a statement giving him 48 hours ultimatum to name and publish the names of the lawmakers involved.
Let me tell you, the internal discussion and the external talk are not the same. That is where politics comes in. That is where clickism comes in. They must have talked to him from behind the desk.
Okay.
Withdraw.
I'll come back to you too, Barrister. This is a legal question now. After that, he was, given more like a legal term, perjury and defamation for not responding to that particular ultimatum.
Akpabio is a seasoned politician. He has experience like we have acknowledged. And don't forget, Akpabio is a lawyer, an old lawyer, not a young lawyer, very old lawyer. I don't know how long he practiced before coming into politics, but I take him for his political pedigree now, which is very, very rich. Like he said, that those things Akpabio said, the spur of the moment, they are the truth. They are the main thing. Like I said, I've not seen Akpabio's audio saying or video saying I have those things you are seeing may be speculations, may not have come from Akpabio. Don't be surprised. Tomorrow Akpabio may come up and say, no, I did not issue those letters. I didn't write anything. I didn't recant anything. I didn't withdraw anything. Like Doc said, Chukuma said already, a lot of things has gone beyond behind the scene. Forget all those shenanigans and charade, perjury, these. Yes, like you asked, if those things turn out to be false, Akpabio will be charged for perjury, he will be charged for defamation of character.
But he has been sued
Civil.
already for alleged perjury and
Have they
defamation.
filed it? I heard that they have instructed their lawyer. I've not seen it. I've not seen a copy of what they filed in court. Let them file. If they file, Akpabio has something to come, because, like he said, they may have discussed behind and say, Akpabio, okay, go and retract. We know how to soft pedal and do all that. But like I also said, all are speculation. Akpabio, I've not seen Akpabio's audio or video to say I retract. And I know Akpabio will not go to that extent. Akpabio, you won't see his audio retracting. You quote me, you will never see Akpabio's audio retracting. You will not see it, or video. Because they are watching, they are politicians, they are watching them, because tomorrow is there. So they are watching themselves. They are trying to see how they can package it back, confuse Nigerians, like
Sure.
I've always been saying. Confuse us, divert our attention, and just everything goes under the car. I will threaten, I will go to court, I will do this, I will do this. Akpabio has retracted. Where did I see Akpabio's video or audio? But I saw the video of the one he said, you people are beneficiaries. And it's true. I have come across, before now, I have come across some contract that have been awarded to some senators, which I have. Well, senators.
So can you emphatically state here that that statement is true?
I said I have seen contracts that are being awarded by some former senators and serving senators. I have it. They gave me that we should look for people to execute. I'm a lawyer. I've seen contract with their names on it. I've seen.
Interesting. But in reaction to that, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Bajabamila, yesterday during plenary, did roll out some statement. We have the IT guys displayed that on screen right now as I read it out to you. Okay, it says, I never refer to the members of the 9th National Assemblies as beneficiaries of NDDC contract, as NDDC is yet to fully implement any NDDC budget since the commencement of the 9th National Assembly. Quickly, I would like to get the reaction of Ankyo Briggs on this particular reaction from Akpabio, read by Femi Bajabamile during plenary. Hello, Ankyo.
Well, I mean, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, good. I alluded to that earlier on in the question. I have not seen that that clip, that letter, or whatever. And like Higher King said, this is about legality. It's about what Akpabio said that I or you may have heard, and what Akpabio wrote that may or may not be from Akpabio. And like I said, this government thrives on blackmail, and we can, otherwise you can't see reasonable people just waking up in the morning and doing unreasonable things. And I know, because I mean blackmail to people, you know, but there are people that can be blackmailed, and there are people that cannot be blackmailed. You can only be blackmailed if you have something, you don't have something, you know. So very clearly, it is by that clip, Akpabio is already justified by what he said earlier on video at the probing whatever, where he said that people, the National Assembly members, have received. If you're a sensible, sir, you will know that he cannot be even referring to the 9th Assembly, because really nothing has gone on. Nothing has gone on with the 9th Assembly so far. You know, they're still probing. Jobs have not come. Budget has not been approved. This one, that one. Money has not, and there is frustration. Look, my brothers, I have watched this country since 1998, when Abacha, and before that. And what I'm seeing now is comical, is laughable, because if you've watched them and not being part of them, all of these things, don't see them before. All they're doing is playing games, you know. And so all this talk about defamation of character, this one, that. What about all the Jonathan that they defamed his character for so many years? Has he taken them to, let them take Akpabio to court for defamation of character? What we are saying is that since 2000, money has been stolen from the NDDC, and we want who have stolen them. If it's my dead father, go and bring it to the grave. If it is my son, my brother, you take them. If it is me, take me. But the point is, it must be exposed. We cannot allow this to be swept under the carpet. Enough is enough.
Okay, thank you so much, Ankyo. Please stand by as we'll talk about the issue. Barrister, before we connected, Ankyo, you seem to have a mouthful of something. Go ahead.
You see, somehow too, I said I don't believe that whether that statement, because it's a written statement coming from Akpabio, can be denied by anybody. Even signature can be denied.
But it was read out during plenary.
Yes, but again, you can see that his own now is specific about 9th Assembly. Akpabio is a lawyer. He's smart. He has, look at that letter, he said 9th Assembly because budget has not already been passed. But like I said, I told you, I have seen contracts in the names of senators and House of Reps before. I have seen them before now from NDDC. They bring it, they say, look for somebody that will execute the contract. There's a percentage level and all that, and we are looking for people to buy the contract and execute them. I will not name the name of the senators and all that, but I have seen before now. So Akpabio is smart. So if that letter is coming from him, he already telling you that I did not refer to you. Like Anne already saying 9th Assembly. It's specific there, 9th Assembly. But again, if you watch the video, he said that the National Assembly members, he did not say 9th Assembly in his video too. National Assembly members are beneficiaries. So he didn't say whether this now is not coming boldly to say 9th Assembly. Let Nigerians not misunderstand me. I say if that statement is coming from Akpabio, Akpabio now is specific and saying 9th Assembly. But if Akpabio, but the other state, the one on video that National Assembly members are beneficiaries of NDDC contract, that one is true. I can confirm with Akpabio.
Okay, quickly to Dr. Mike Chukwuma, you also want to talk about it, but I have a question for you, basically.
Let me react on this first.
Okay, go ahead.
He said 9th National Assembly member. One thing I want us to understand is that most of the people within the National Assembly now, lower and upper chambers, are not first timers.
Don't worry, when they get to that.
They are not first timers. So Akpabio has made his point. We can pick from there.
Okay. It's getting a lot dramatic and intense here, even laughable. You guys are laughing and smiling. That means
they're playing with semantics now.
You know,
9th Assembly, National Assembly. The other video he said National Assembly. Now he said I did not refer to 9th Assembly. Chukwuma is bringing up another aspect to it. Most of the members, some of them are in the 1st Assembly, 2nd Assembly, 3rd Assembly, 4th Assembly, 5th Assembly, 6th Assembly, 7th Assembly, 8th Assembly. So if Akpabio actually said even 9th Assembly, will it be wrong? And then you see not saying will it even be wrong if he has even referred to 9th Assembly?
Barrister. Okay, let's look at it. There is actually, this accusation from the executives and also the legislators. So is it true to say that there is a form of racketeering right now between both arms?
My brother, Nigeria has gone to the laughable level at global vision now. The way they look at us now, they laugh at us. Are you hearing me? The political class is taking everyone for a ride. Let's be realistic. The push and pull between the executive and the legislator, we are the ones feeling it.
Okay, thank you so much. And of course, to Ankyo Briggs, we would like to get your parting shot on this particular matter. Now, on your authority, what do you think must be done for NDDC to be able to carry their duties without recklessness, and of course also cater for the needs of Niger Delta residents?
There is a probe. That probe,
Looking for how to administer communion in an easy, convenient and hygienic manner? Search no further, as Sacred Communion Nigeria Limited will take care of all your needs with their pre-filled communion cups prepared in the most hygienic manner to hold the wafer and wine suitable for all. Looking for how to administer communion in an easy, convenient and hygienic manner? Search no further as Sacred Communion Nigeria Limited will take care of all your needs with their pre-filled communion cups prepared in the most hygienic manner to hold the wafer and wine suitable for all congregation. It is economical, time-saving, 100% grape juice. Contact us now on 0802 318 2664 or 0806 918 4324. Email sacredcommunionwine@gmail.com. Visit us today at Sohum Kudenda Industrial Layout, Kachia Road, Kaduna. You can log on to www.sacredcommunionwine.com. Sacred Communion, communion made easy.
Primarily about the NDDC and also subsequently about every other thing. The Niger Delta Commission is for the Niger Delta, the oil producing states that have been identified in Nigeria today, and that is 9. And this NDDC is for them. In my opinion, we should make sure that the probe goes on and is ended, and then appoint a new board. If you appoint board today, while the probe have not started, not to talk, audit has not started, not to talk of finishing, if you appoint a new set of people, they will still be answerable to the people that appointed them. Finally, on the issue of appointment, people must be appointed properly. They will go through interview through agencies that can see through all their CV and qualify the best person. And those people must be the 9 oil producing states indigenes, and no matter whether they are in America or UK or in Obiako, they must come and present their documents and apply job. And that applies to everybody that wants to work in the Niger Delta Development Commission. If we refuse to do it properly, and we just people that tomorrow one senator will send a note and say pay money to this person, and they give them, then that is why Niger Delta people find now with this confusion they have created. You see people going to TV stations, Niger Delta people, youth going to TV station, some scrap Niger Delta, some saying don't scrap Niger Delta. Nobody is saying so in Northeast. Nobody is saying so in any other place. Niger Delta people wake up, unite with themselves, and move forward. It's only the unity that is going to move us forward. We have to be truthful to ourselves.
Thank you so much, Ankyo Briggs, for your time. We hope to have you some other time again.
Thank you.
Okay, God bless you. And of course, to the gentleman in the studio, thank you so much, to Mike Chikuma, for being a part of the show today. God bless you.
Thanks.
And of course, to Barrister Haya King, thank you so much for your time. Okay, my name is Kenneth Okeze, by the way. We'll do this next week. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of the weekend. God bless you and keep watching Salvation TV. Good morning.
Salvation TV, restoring hope, transforming destinies.